Hey, what's going on, world? Thank you for tuning in to Impressive Divinity 888. You already know I'm about to bring you your weekly message. Just going to get you through the week. All right, I said it backwards, but y'all get the drift. So, what's going on, Leos? This message is intended for the Leo collective. All right, but if you're not a Leo, but you feel like the title resonates with you, or even some of the messages, be sure to take the ones that resonate with you the most and leave the rest for the next. Definitely more than enough to go around. All right. But like I said, today's message is intended for the Leo collective, and those birth dates follow between July 23rd as well as August 22nd. So it could be that something is going to occur for you between those dates. It could mean that something happened between those dates. You know, maybe you're going back down memory lane and you're just remembering certain things. Or it could be, like I said, you're just a Leo. All right. But let's go ahead. Let's get into your reading and let's see what your overall energy is for the Leo collective. All right. Abundance. All right. Definitely some good energy to come out. All right. What do we need to know about your abundance here? All right. Focus. Okay. And release. All right. So you got abundance, you got focus, and you also got release. All right. So it's almost like in order for you to receive this abundance, you have to focus and you have to release something, or you have to, yeah, it's like your abundance. Yeah, it's like you're going after this abundance, or in order for you to receive this abundance, there's something that you have to release and there's something that you have to focus on. But maybe you have to focus on something in order to be able to release something, right? I'm just saying, bottom of the deck here, believe. So believe that you got the power and the strength to focus as well as to release something. All right, but y'all know me, about to jump in. Actually, let's use this deck over here. All right, about to jump in, get a little bit more energy for you. And let's see what else you need to know here. All right, but Leos, I hope that your week is going by good so far. All right, hope you most definitely in them positive spirits with those positive vibes. And if not, hey, life be life, and it's all right. Definitely try again later. All right, Leo said it better, but hey, we gonna leave it at that. All right, but let's see what we need to know about this abundance here. All right. All right, so you got factory. All right, so we know in order for you to receive this abundance, all things have to work together. All right, industrial production, manufacturing process, assembly line. All right, and that's kind of something you just know in life. And if you don't, now you do. All right, but in order for you to receive a certain amount of abundance or whatever you consider to be abundance, you have to make sure things align. All right, you have to make sure that there's some type of process in motion. All right, you got street, urban landscape, pedestrian traffic, sidewalks, and crosswalks. All right. So whatever you're doing, make sure you're able to walk through it, or um, I don't know, make sure whatever you're building, make sure you're building it to where it's clear for all to see, to where there's not any roadblocks, or you're not stuck in between a crosswalk, or you're not stuck in between something. All right, you got bridge, connection, pathway, overcoming divides. All right. So maybe that's what you're focused on. Maybe you're focusing on overcoming something. Maybe your abundance has to do with you building something, creating something. Maybe if it's even something urban, we'll just say it could be an urban landscape, or it just could be something urban, but maybe you're creating something and your focus should be on either connecting your pathways or overcoming some type of obstacles. All right, what else do you need to know here about focus? You got forest. All right, you already know when I see this, I think of that beam of light right here. Dense canopy, nature sanctuary, forest floor. So it's like focusing on your light, or connecting your light, or paying attention to those things that bring you light, or to those things that put you in a lighter energy. Because sometimes you can be focused on things that are putting you in more of a dense energy. Maybe you're being asked to focus on things that put you into that lighter energy. All right, or maybe you're overcoming something that had you in a dark energy. Can we get something here with release? All right, you got reflection and you got home. All right, so there's something that you're releasing. It could be some type of reflection. Maybe it's the person that you are at home. Maybe it's being at home. All right, maybe you're releasing, I don't know, something that's familiar, something that you're comfortable with. All right, bottom of the deck here, you got temple, spiritual practices, meditation, and reflection, spiritual guidance. This is the second time you're seeing reflection. So maybe you're being asked to reflect on something, and maybe that might be in the form of meditation. Maybe that's how you're going to release something, because for release, you're being asked to release any toxic people or situations from your life. You deserve to be free of all trauma. And this is the first step to achieving that. So, whatever you're releasing, maybe it's how you see something, or it's a reflection, or maybe how you're reflected in some type of way, or um I don't know, it has to do with one, you believing in yourself, but I don't know, whatever you're releasing, I think it's going to, I don't know, maybe you're going to release it by practicing more spirituality, by meditating, doing that at home, or maybe it's telling you to release being so comfortable, or being in, I don't know, some type of comfortable space, or um I don't know, maybe there's something you're really familiar with, but it's not good for you. Or it's not, you know what I mean? It doesn't reflect who you are anymore. So maybe it's telling you to let go of that. It could be that too. You know what I mean? We're going to look at it in a few different ways here. All right. But overall, it's like if you are aiming for this abundance, you got to keep in mind too that abundance comes in all different ways. All right. Let's actually just read this message for abundance. You're being asked to be open to abundance, to believe that you're deserving of it, and to believe that it will flow to you. This is the first important step toward receiving it. Breathe deeply and trust that it's on its way. This is the second time we're seeing believe. So maybe you've been in disbelief that you don't think that you're going to receive this abundance, or that something's going to come your way, or that something's going to go in your favor, or something like that. I don't know. Maybe you're caught in your own head, or maybe, I don't know, it could have something to do with, like I said, what you're focusing on. Maybe you're focused on all the wrong things, and maybe that's why you're being asked to release something, because maybe your focus is all over the place. You know what I mean? I don't know. It's just like maybe you should be focused on, your reflection, or reflecting who you used to be and who you're transforming into. And maybe you're stuck on, being focused on past times, or past people, or past situations, or I don't know. And maybe that's, pushing you further away from your abundance. All right. And if that's not the case, and it has something to do with you building something up to get that abundance, remember you had that factory card. You have to understand it. It's a process. Nothing is going to happen overnight. Nothing's going to happen in the blink of an eye. I mean, it can, but most of the time, that's not the case. All right. Let's go. Let's get some clarifiers and see what else you need to know about this abundance here. All right. You got the Six of Wands. Now, at first I thought it was coming out in reverse, but it didn't. All right. So, yeah, it's like you want this victory, you want this success. It's like this is what you want, right? Because maybe that's your abundance. But it's like, what are you going to do in order to get there? All right. You got the World card. See, that's what I'm talking about. All right. So it's like you want this success in it, but it's like there's something that you have to complete in order to get this abundance. There's some type of cycle maybe that you did not complete yet, or maybe a cycle that you're working on. If you're working on yourself, that could be what it is. Maybe you're just working on yourself, Leo. I'm just saying, you know, because your world card is all about the ending or completion of a cycle. All right, so maybe I don't know, there's a cycle that's ending, or maybe whatever you're releasing, maybe that has to end in order for you to get to this abundance. Maybe that's where that factory comes into play at. I'm just saying, because there's some type of process, or some type of production, or something that has to be done in order for things to move. We get something here with this focus card. You saw that just slid out of the deck. All right, you got the Four of Cups. All right, so um, I don't know. Maybe you're, how can I say it? So maybe you're not focused on, like I said, maybe you're just not focused on what you need to be focused on. You know what I mean? Maybe you're focusing on old ideas instead of new ideas. Maybe, you're focused on other things, but you're not focusing on the gifts that the universe are trying to send you. Because you got to remember your abundance comes in all ways. But if you're just waiting for this abundance to come in one particular way, then it's like you could come off as if you're uninterested, or you're bored with all the other opportunities, or all the other things that are coming your way. So I think that maybe that's why you're being asked to just focus on that a bit, because you don't want someone else to, not that it's, anyone else's final judgment or anything, but you don't want somebody else, that's trying to help you, to think that you don't need their help, or you don't want them to think that you're uninterested, or you're not open to new ideas, or you know what I mean. So it's just telling you to focus and create something new, or focus on what you got going on now. All right. You also got the Queen of Pentacles that came out here. All right. So yeah, I just think, I don't know. I just think you gotta trust in yourself more. All right. Don't let things get to your head. All right. Maybe you've been doing that for some time. Maybe you've been letting things get to your head, or you've been allowing people to get into your head. You know, and that's not where we at. All right. We trying to be financially secure. Could also be telling you to focus on your finances. Maybe that's something you've been having in the dark, is your finances. And don't forget, we got that bridge card. We see you having back there. All right. So maybe it's connecting the dots to, because maybe right now you feel bored. Maybe that's because you're not making the money that you want to make, or you're not doing the things that you want to do. But I think that's one of them things of focusing on what you need to focus on, so that for one, you don't come off looking like this, and for two, you don't feel like that. You know what I mean? All your cards are upright. So it's like you're doing things right, or you're thinking things right, but you just have to follow up along with, the thoughts that you have. Remember, don't forget, bottom of the deck, you have believe. All right. So I think believing in yourself is very important. All these cards just sliding down like I'm a freaking sliding board or something. All right. But yeah. And then for release, you got the Fool. All right, which is, your new beginning. All right. It could also be telling you to be a bit more mature about a situation, a decision, or to even be optimistic, to maybe the things that you're releasing, and only saying that because remember, you got reflection that came out. All right. So maybe it's telling you just to be optimistic. Maybe there is something that you are reflecting on, or something that you need to be reflecting on, but for whatever reason, you're not. You're holding on to it pretty tight. And by you holding on to it pretty tight, it got you all tangled up and mangled up. All right, so maybe that's why you're being asked to meditate, because maybe when you meditate, you're going to see whatever this thing is you've been holding on to, that it can't come with you on this new journey. And that has to be something that has to be released. All right, but we get something else here with the Fool. All right, what is this? You got the Eight of Pentacles. All right, so yeah, for one, like I said, I think it did have to do with your finances, but I just think, I don't know, um there's still there's work that has to be done. All right, but at the same time, it's like you're putting in work. How can I say it? So you have to put in the work in order for things to come out. All right, so it's like you want to release certain things, but if you're not putting in the work to release those certain things, and it's like, how do you honestly think those things are going to be released? You know what I mean? And it's just, I don't know, it's like you have to make sense in the decisions that you're making. Things have to all align. You have to like have your ducks in a row. Things have to align. So if you're going to release one thing, but it's connected to something else, that's something you got to pay attention to. If it's still connected to this, then you got to let that go too. I'm just saying, you know, bottom of the deck here, you got the Two of Wands. All right. I mean, it's right here. All right. It's turning your dreams into some type of reality. All right. And it's like your reality, your dreams might be this abundance. Your reality might be this release. You know what I mean? You might be in the mode of wanting to release certain things, but not knowing who, what, when, and where, and why, and that's why you're being asked to focus, so that you know exactly what to release. All right. So when it's time for that abundance to come up in your life, you're more than prepared for it. All right. Let's go ahead and let's just get some clarifications. Did I knock this crooked? It kind of looks like a little bit. I might have knocked the camera crooked. Did I? I could have. I be trying, y'all. All right. But yeah, but let's just go and get some clarifications. All right, what you had, Judgment on the bottom of the deck. All right, so I just think I don't know. I just honestly think you're just at the point right now, like I just keep getting decisions. Like, I don't know, there's some type of decision that you have to make. All right, and it could have to do with, I don't know, an old way of thinking, an old way of being, people that you were connected to in the past, who you used to be in the past. I don't know. There's just something that you have to release, whatever it is. You know what I mean? There's so many steps before your abundance, but I feel like once you learn to release whatever this something is, I think, you're going to see, I was going to say changes, but you're going to see something different. You know what I mean? And I don't know, something's going to spark up, or it's going to be the starting point to your road to your abundance, or you know what I mean? I don't know, something with this factory, and something with your Ace of Wands here, because your Ace of Wands is all about some type of new creation, or you know what I mean, even a spark of an idea, or even starting something new, being at a starting point. So maybe it's telling you to build this factory, all right, or for you to be this factory, or for you to maneuver like a factory, all right, because I don't know, maybe that's your starting point, maybe that's what you're missing out on right now. All right, let's go ahead and clarify your world card as well. All right, and you got these Seven of Pentacles. Yes, yes, yes. It's telling you to stay diligent. All right, your new beginning is coming. It's coming. All right, and it's like you gotta continue to focus. You gotta continue to persevere. You know, but at the same time, you realize that your hard work does pay off. Like I said, you're reaching towards this abundance, right? But it's like, I don't know, you could be going through a lot right now, but you're just being reminded to not give up. You are going to get the abundance. You're going to reach those goals. You're going to reach those dreams. You know what I mean? But I also feel like, I don't know, there are just some things you got to release, because those things are what's blocking you from even being, excuse me, being able to acknowledge that abundance. All right? And then you got the Four of Cups. I can't see what that was. You got the Four of Cups that is clarified by this Queen of Swords. All right? And I just think, I don't know, you're analyzing everything. And I don't know, by you analyzing everything, I think, or maybe it's telling you to analyze everything because maybe that's the connection that you're missing, or that's how you're going to overcome something. Maybe you are bored with something, and maybe that's why you're being asked all these things. Maybe you're so focused on your abundance that you're not paying attention. You're not focusing. You're not releasing what needs to be released. So if you're putting so much on this, then it's like you're not paying attention to why you're not getting this abundance. So maybe you are in this Four of Cups energy where you are just feeling bored, or you know what I mean. I don't know. You're not in your go get 'em mood. That's why I can say it. And if that's the case, then it's like, you have to analyze that entire situation. And you have to use your mind. If you're going to focus, you got to be mindful of certain decisions and choices that you're making. You know what I mean? You got the Ten of Wands that came out here, confirming your your Queen of Pentacles. I lost my train of thought. All right, but you got this Ten of Wands that's coming out here, and this is confirming your Queen of Pentacles. All right, and I don't necessarily think that it's. I don't necessarily think that it's something that's extremely heavy, but I do feel like you've built up so much. You have so much built up inside of you, that you can feel as if, I don't know, things are heavy, or you can feel as if, I don't know, things aren't going as you wanted them to go. And maybe that's why you're unable to focus, because maybe you are in a Ten of Swords energy, you know what I mean? Or maybe you're dealing with something. Maybe you feel overburdened by something, or, you know what I mean? I don't know. Maybe you just feel like things are out of your control, or you're not going to be able to end the cycle or begin a new cycle, but the fact that this was your second confirmation or your second clarification for focus, that lets you know right there that whatever you weren't focused on, you're going to be focused on. And whatever you were focused on, it's going to be a thing of the past, because whatever you were focused on, it wasn't giving you what you needed. All right. You got your Sun card on the bottom. All right. This is your Yes card. All right. So I just think whenever you focus, I think, your happiness is going to change, because maybe you're not in a happy mood right now. Maybe it's like you want this full energy, you want this new beginning, you want this new journey, but I don't know, you could have somebody in your energy, right now that's, I don't want to say juggling you, but you could have somebody energy right now that's just keeping you unbalanced, or, you know, um, I don't want to say they're an op, but I don't know, somebody that's just making things harder. And if it's not somebody, it could just be you. Certain choices and decisions that you're making, people that you're hanging around, things that you're doing. So it's like you're almost answering your own questions. You know, you got the magician that came out here last. All right, so I think overall, it's just that you have to understand that you have everything that you need in order to get this abundance. All right, your manifestations can turn into a reality, but it's like you don't want to, I always use it as an example, but you don't want to continue to sit here and, manifest a being rich. but not necessarily manifesting what you're going to do to become rich, or how you're going to be rich, or what you're going to do when you are rich, or you know what I mean? It's like, if you're going to manifest being rich, manifest whatever your career is that's going to take you to that, not just being rich, because you can become rich one day and poor the next. You get what I mean? So it's like one of them things where you really have to utilize everything that you have and utilize everything that and I feel like right now it's like a part of you knows and feels that you have what it takes to get to this abundance, but the other half kind of wants to like throw a self-pity party, or like a pity party. You know what I mean? Or it's like you want to like look down upon yourself, or you want to feel sorry for yourself, or and that's not getting you anywhere. Maybe that's why, once again, you're being asked to focus and release, because it's not time. We don't have time for pity parties. Okay, I'm just saying, life is life, and for everybody. All right, for every single one of us, life is life. All right, so it's like definitely one of them things you have to understand. Life is life, but you have to learn how to maneuver through it. All right, let's go ahead and end out your reading here with a message from your spirit guides. All right, which is, make sure you don't start seeing yourself through the eyes of those who don't value you. You need to know your worth even when others don't. You are not what people think of you. One more time, you are not what people think of you. All right, so if that's what's holding you back, then I'm gonna need you to put those things to rest. All right, because your life is going to take off regardless. I'm just saying, it's going to take off regardless of what somebody feels, what they don't feel, what somebody say, what they don't say, but you got to believe in yourself first and foremost, even know that that's what's going to happen. You got to release certain things. All right, and you got to get focused. Bottom of the deck, trust yourself more. Know that you are in the right place at the right time. Opportunities will present themselves to you when they are meant to, all in divine timing. Get excited about the future again instead of fearing it. All right, it's time for you to get excited. I think you did fear the future for some time, because maybe, I don't know, things you dealt with in the past, or the way certain, other things panned out. But I think this right here, this moment in time, is one of them times that you really get excited, because you're definitely going to, I don't know, I just feel like with this magician card right here, in this release card, to be honest, I just think that, you've been through so many things, and even a focus card. I feel that you're going to be able to focus on certain things, and you're going to be able to release those things, and you're going to realize that, actually, I think you're going to focus, and you're going to realize that you have the tools that you need to get through whatever you're through, or to get over, or to get in, whatever you're trying to do. You're going to realize that you have it. And then you're going to realize that there are people, places, and things that are currently in your energy that are holding you back. And those are the things that you're going to have to release. All right. So that's very important to know, very important to pay attention to. All right. But I think overall, it's just you trusting and believing in yourself and knowing that you can do it. All right. All right. All right, Leo, that is your guided motivational message of the day, or shall I say of the week. If you are feeling the vibes, be sure to hit that like and subscribe button to always be notified of those future episodes. Also, be sure to tune back in here with me next week. I try to get it out to get your weekly dose of motivation. All right, Leo. So in the meantime, in between time, I need you to get to work. I need you to focus. I need you to release people, places, and things that no longer resonate with you, your goals, your future, your manifestations, whatever the case is. I need you to just let those people go. Let those things go. All right. They want to catch up later on, they can. But as of now, it's all about you. All right. All right. Be sure to have an awesome day, and I'll be sure to motivate you later.